on loan from NBC Sports, Hall of Fame coach, joining us, Continental Tire Coach's Corner. Let me start with the Eagles last night. Tone, what did you make of the Rams losing at home?
Well, I tell you what, I just think that those Eagles have a lot of confidence, a lot of faith in Nick Foles, and I think they got back in desperation mode. That's how they operated last year, kind of as the underdog, and that suited them. So I thought they'd play relaxed, and I think there's also a little something wrong with the Rams' offense. I'm not sure what's missing. We're not seeing the explosive plays we saw earlier in the year.
If I'm a Rams fan, the biggest concern I have right now, the level of concern is what?
I wouldn't be overly concerned, but Jared Goff has got to get back to playing the way he can play. I thought Sean McVay did a great job last night. I thought he might force the issue too much with Goff, but he really did try to get Todd Gurley going. He dialed up some things that were easy throws, but Goff missed some throws that he normally makes, and I just would be worried about his psyche at this point.
Best team in the NFC right now with 2 weeks to go is who?
I think the Saints are going to be very, very tough to beat at home. We were there on Thanksgiving night, and they just when they get in that building, they play fast. They play with a lot of energy. They've got defenders who can pressure the passer, and Drew Brees, he's very, very confident right now in all of his weapons. So I think they're the team to beat in the NFC.
How do you explain the Colts over the Cowboys?
One thing, Matt Eberflus. Matt was the kind of linebacker coach and been in Dallas for a long time. He came over in the whole kind of confusion with Josh McDaniels, and they kept him on. And Matt is a great coach. He knew a lot about that Dallas offense for sure, but he also knew a lot about the Dallas defense. And I think he gave Frank Reich a lot of tips on the type of run that would give Dallas problems. So I think that inside information was a big help. But also those kind of things happen. I remember in Tampa in 1999 when we went to the NFC Championship game and lost to the Rams. We were hot. We had won 6 in a row. We went out to Oakland. We practiced great, and we lost 45-0. And my trainer said, you know what, we're just tired. We need to give these guys some time off. They'll bounce back. We came back, won the next 2, went to the playoffs, went all the way to the championship game. Sometimes these games happen, and you can't explain it. You just have to burn the film and move on.
During the Steelers-Patriots game, I texted the Danettes, and I said, how is Pittsburgh not great, Tony? It feels like they have everything that you want. Even their backup running backs are running for 100 yards. You got those wide receivers. You have a defense that puts pressure on you, gets sacks. Why aren't they the team to beat in the AFC?
They really should be. They're playing good ball at times, but not consistently. And you see the breakdowns, and even on the last drive, there's a 35-yard pass to Edelman when he's uncovered. You say, how does that happen in this situation? But they certainly have the people that they can put together a 2 or 3 game run and make a lot of noise in the playoffs if they get there.
How concerned would you be about the Patriots?
I'm concerned because I don't usually see this from them in December, not in games that matter. You don't see 14 penalties. You don't see drop balls. You don't see Tom Brady making bad decisions. And the defense, Rodney and I talk about it all the time. Where is the speed on the defense? They just seem to have problems with people that have great speed on offense. So they'll find a way. They'll play well at home. I don't think they'll lose the playoff game at home, but 5 losses on the road, that's uncharacteristic. And if they have to go on the road in the playoffs, which they will, I think it's going to be tough.
How much blame do you put at the feet of Aaron Rodgers with the Packers missing out on the playoffs?
Well, he's been hurt and not 100%, so that's part of it. I don't think they've done a great job of surrounding him with playmakers. They had a dynamic offense at one point 2 years ago. It's not the same. So part of it is on Rodgers, but I look at that front office and not really drafting well and replacing those playmakers.
How dangerous are the Bears?
Bears can be dangerous because they've got pass rushers, they've got a defense that can take the ball away, and they've got a creative offense. They're going to be tough out at home. Can they go on the road and do it? That's the question. But I don't think anybody's going to want to play them.
Yeah, they've been an interesting team there. I look at some of these teams like the Rams and the Bears, and I just feel like it comes down to their quarterbacks with Goff and Trubisky. Can they make a big play when they need to make a big play? And that's what the playoffs are all about. Patrick Mahomes, I want to see what happens when he gets into one of those, I got to take this team down to score for us to advance. Those kind of moments there, that's what separates these guys where you have these Hall of Famers at the end of their careers. They're able to make those plays. I want to see the younger guys.
Yeah, quarterback play is going to tell a big story, but I think this is the year where there are no great teams. I do think New Orleans is tough to beat at home, but it wouldn't surprise me to see anybody get knocked off. I don't think there's two teams you point to say, hey, these guys are definitely going to be in the Super Bowl. It's going to be a great playoff run.
When you're at the airport, what's the number one question you get?
Who to play on my fantasy team? Should I put this guy in or that guy? And I tell people, I don't know about fantasy.
You deal in reality, not fantasy.
Yes. And then the other question I get in New York is, hey, Coach Herm Edwards, what are you doing? How the Arizona State Sun Devils doing? I have to tell them I'm not Herm Edwards.
You should just pretend that you're Herm Edwards. We played to win the game.
That.
Yeah, just that's all you need to do. Tony, safe travels. My best to the family, and we'll talk soon.
Thanks, DP. You guys have a great Christmas, too, if I don't talk to you before.
That's the Hall of Famer, Tony Dungy. Continental Tire Coach's Corner. Continental Tire, proud to be the exclusive tire of the Dan Patrick Show. No matter where you drive, what you drive, how you drive, Continental designs tires for what you do. For more information, visit ContinentalTire.com. Continental Tire, for what you do.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.